computer. Okay, we're live.
We're
All
live.
right. All right, we are live. That means our mentorship is live. So, guys, good morning. My name is Becky Brossett, and this is my friend,
Hi, I'm Susie Solares.
Susie Solares, and we are teaming up to bring you this month-long deep dive into the business mentorship to help you guys get started. So I wanted to introduce myself and share my powerful story just to give you some insight into what this business has done for me. And then Susie will share hers. There's so many ways to slice a cat to share the story, but my story started with this desire to get in shape with after my kids were born, which Jake is going to be 12 now in a couple days. And I started 12 years ago my fitness journey, and that fitness journey really transformed me into a different person, which actually gave me the tools that I needed to be able to launch this business almost 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were in a similar crisis like we are right now. The financial markets were really bad. Larry and I were working like animals in construction. Things were terrible. We couldn't, our mortgage, we were about to lose our house because our mortgage adjusted. Back then, you remember everybody had those flexible mortgages, and we couldn't pay for the house, which we had just spent a ton of money renovating. So here we are with these babies and these bills and the nanny and all these things. And I just could not sleep at night thinking that we're working so hard. I did all the things that my parents told me to do, that society tells you to do, and yet we could not keep our heads above water. And I just was not going to let my future, like, leave it in the hands of an employer. So that's when Team Beachbody, I really prayed for a business opportunity, and it fell in my lap, and I ran with it. But what I want you guys to understand is that right from the get-go, I had an income goal. Like, I knew exactly what I wanted out of this. And I'm not saying that everyone's driven by money or that everyone is driven to leave their job, because we all have a different why and a different intention for being here. But you need to have clarity on why you're here and why you want to grow your business. I wanted to earn $50 a week to help pay for diapers. Now, think about that. $50 a week for diapers. Imagine what $200 a month can do for you right now if you decide to be consistent with your business. And I made that decision even though I didn't know what I was doing. I was afraid. I thought I was going to get rejected, just like you all are feeling right now. I felt like that too. I had 0 customers, I had 0 coaches, I had 0 experience, but I had a desire to do more for my life, do more for my family, to be able to travel and do things that we couldn't do even though we were working super hard. And that bothered me. So I took that $50 goal and just broke it down into simple steps. I understood that the commission rate was 25%. So I had to make 2 sales, at least 2 sales a week. That meant I needed to talk to a lot of people. That means I needed to create a contact list, because I needed to have a guide of and a follow-up system for these people. And nobody taught me this. I just did what my gut told me to do. And really, that goal provided momentum. Once I did make a sale and then made another one, and after that, I think things went dry for like 4 weeks, and I almost thought about quitting. And I remember this lady I work with telling me, "You're meant to do this. Just keep going." So I'm going to tell you that. You're going to feel rejected sometimes. You're going to get no's, but just keep going, because your why and your goal has to be bigger than that rejection or that no. And I kept going. And that goal, once I established that consistency of $50 a week, it gave me the courage and the vision to want more. And I kept showing up, and I kept getting in front of people, and I kept talking to people. And you know, a lot of you don't, maybe have never really talked to me for like in person, but Susie has known me for a while now, and I'm pretty shy, especially when talking to new people and being in social situations with new groups of people. But this business, it just didn't scare me to get in front of people, because I knew that I needed it for my future. So you have to really have that laser focus of not letting fear stop you when you know that you deserve more. And this business can give you more should you decide to keep doing it. So that $50 goal turned into 100, and then 200, and then 500, and our team started to grow. My sister decided to start doing the business with me, and we started to grow a team, and it happened organically, and because we had a passion for helping people, for being entrepreneurs, for developing leadership skills, and it just never stopped. And the goals have never stopped. But now it's my turn to pay it forward. And I want you guys to see that when you're consistent, when you're persistent, when you learn the skills, because you have to put in the work and learn new skills, this is possible. It is totally possible, but you have to believe in the business, you have to believe in the opportunity, and most of all, you have to believe in yourself. So that's my story, and I'm gonna let Susie share hers now, but I just want you guys to know that I believe in you. So it's time for us to turn it on.
Yes, thank you, Becky. Your story is always so powerful. So mine is basically, I got into it because I was feeling very sluggish and I was overweight and I had zero energy and I was turning into the mom that I didn't want to be. And so when I realized that I was just not that person, something just inside of me was like, I need to make a change. You know, I knew that it was something about like my physical being that needed to change. And after watching Becky's sister, Christy, for like a year being skeptical about jumping into the program, but she was thriving in so many areas and I wanted what she had, that after a year, I just reached out and I said, you know what? I want what you have. I'm all in. Tell me what to do. So I started with the health journey, similar to Becky, but I got into the program. I followed the 21-day fix, you know, and I got great results. And those results led me to feel on top of the world. I'm of two boys. You know, I just really needed that energy, like to do all the things that I wanted to do. Plus, I was a substitute. I still am at the boys' school. So I really felt like if I needed to just take action to be able to have, you know, the energy, like I said, to do all these things. So when I got the results, I just wanted to pay it forward. I wanted to shout it from the rooftop. I wanted every woman to feel what I was feeling. I had gotten such needs to have this, and I just felt like if it was a gift and I wanted to pay it forward. So as I got into it, naturally I felt like if the coach opportunity is what should follow, because I was really like, oh my goodness, you know, if I can just coach and give this to other people, then, you know, that's my purpose. And it became into a passion. I followed the training every single day. I sacrificed TV time. I sacrificed things, you know, that petty things that people are like, oh, but I need to do this. But you really don't when you have a, you know, a why, a strong why, and you have that drive to do, like Becky said, that you know you are made for more and you want more out of life. So I followed the training. I did all the things. And now I've been a coach for 4.5 years and I've been successfully reaching my business goals for 51 months consecutively. So when people say, well, I don't have the time or I don't know how to do it, yes, because I was not, you know, I had no experience in this. And, you know, you don't have to be, we've talked about this before many times as coaches, and we tell people you don't have to be a nutritionist, you don't have to be a dietitian, you don't have to be in this great shape, and you don't need to have any business background. We teach you, we give you the tools, we train you. So this is on you to say, okay, what is my goal? You know, deep down, dig inside and say, what is my why? What am I doing this for? You know, is it for you to become a better person? Is it to give back to other people, or is it to help your family? And the income, I will say, even though people are not driven by it, because I wasn't in the beginning, it was all about how I felt. And when I started feeling good and I saw that I was looking good, it gave me that confidence. But then when Becky would share her story, and I was just like, oh my God, there's so much income opportunity here, that being a stay-at-home mom, my husband was carrying all the weight and all the pressure, and something inside of me was just like, wow, I could really help and make a difference in our life. Even if it was just from the smallest income of doing, like having money to do my own manicure, because I felt guilty at times asking him, babe, you know, I need money again to like do my mani and my pedi. So I started taking control of my own small little expenses. And when I saw the income opportunity, it just really drove me to go after it even more, knowing that I can not only help them with small little expenses, but maybe sometimes even saving or saying, here, I'm going to contribute to our next trip, our vacation, whatever it is. So guys, every story is different. What I hope for today is that you see yourself in one of our stories, whether it's the health and fitness aspect that drives you, or the income, or the giving back, or knowing that this business does reward you with trips, and many other opportunities, freedom in many different ways. I want you to look at this opportunity through a different lens, and just open your heart and your mind and say, my gosh, the possibilities for me here are great. And take action. Tap into your power. All that you need is right inside. So use our stories to fuel you, to reflect on your story, dig deep, and just apply it to your life and take action.
Absolutely. So what are you going to expect from us? So you're going to have a daily post, a daily assignment, which is going to be, it's going to serve as a learning tool. So, um, take advantage of the information that we're providing. So you'll have that morning post waiting for you when you wake up, so you can get it done right away. I mean, I used to work, like Susie said, I used to work full time, construction. When I started my business, I would get up at 4:45 so I could work out and then get some work done before I would go to work. So these are the things that you have to prioritize your life in order to grow a business. So you'll expect that. You'll see a post early in the morning. There'll be a check-in in the evening to make sure that you guys are on track, doing what you need to do. So please engage, ask questions, tag us. Where you're gonna have Friday live calls with us, mentorship calls, where you can bring your questions, your concerns. We can chit chat. We can talk about what's going on. But I do want to reiterate that success here is on you. It's your due diligence. It's your effort, the work that you put in. You can choose this, and this is why we'll talk about the personal development book. But the compound effect of showing up every day and doing the power hours and doing the invites, that compounds over time. And I've heard it. Oh no, no one says yes, but you're like talking to one person a month. You got to talk to a whole lot of people every single day. Ask Susie, she does it. We do it. We talk to a lot of people and we get no's. But you know what? I had someone come back to me this weekend that I hadn't talked to since my kids were in baseball when they were like 5 years old. Okay, so it happens. They come back when they're ready. But if you never plant the seed, they will go somewhere else because you never talk to them. So put in the work, have a schedule so that you know when you're gonna do your beach body work, which is super important. And then we'll work together on the conversations and the questions on those details. But the work has to start from you.
Amen. So a few things just before we close up, I think that you guys should know so that you're prepared. This is a business. So you definitely have to just say, okay, I need to organize myself. You've got to be aware of your time management and be mindful of your intentions, of what it is that you want to accomplish at the end of your day. So one of the things I thought that everyone should have is a business planner, which we included. So it should look something like this. And if you don't have it, it should be on the way. It's going to look something like this. Some of you I know already have it. Some of you, like I said, it's on the way. The next thing I think you need to have is a journal or binder where you can track all your customers, your coaches, because eventually you're going to start building your own team, your leads, because Beachbody gives you free leads, free customers once you open up, your business center, which we'll get into that more later, and prospects, people that you're talking to. You want to keep track of your conversations because all of that is going to help you with your invitations, with your follow-ups. I even have, a list of dream clients because it's important to envision who you want to work with, So it's just a binder where you can keep your business organized. I don't want you to think that this is kind of like a fly by night. No, you're a CEO now, you're an entrepreneur. And if you take this seriously, then you can organize your business in that way. The next thing that you want to have also is the slide edge, which we recommended. And I, had said that I would give it to those that didn't have it, because I know some of you already have it. This is very important. Personal development, reading it every day and setting that mindset every day is super critical in your business and to reach your goals. And then the last thing that I think that you should really have is a calendar, because you want to know, okay, well, when am I going to work in my business? What time of the day am I going to work in my business? This is a health and fitness business. So you need to make sure that your workout is getting in, because fitness is our business. So you want to have a schedule where you could say, okay, when am I going to work on my business? When am I going to work out? When am I going to do my daily to-dos? When are the calls? Schedule in the time for Friday calls. And then if we have events later on down the road, you're going to see that we're going to have promotions. You're going to want to write that down. We have product launches. You need to know when that's happening so you can backtrack. Okay, when do I start promoting all this? You've got to be aware of these things. And I know that it might seem like a lot at first, but if you stay organized and you have your calendar and you're in the know, you're in control. So maybe there's a couple of deadlines that you need to schedule that in. Again, those are things that I put into my, schedule so that I know what's happening, because many of us are wives and moms and we have, work and so many things. But if you keep it all in one place and you have your schedule and you work from that, then your time management is going to be, it's going to just run smoother. And that's what you want. You are in control. The overwhelm is going to only come from fear. But if you set that fear aside and you're in control and you say, okay, I know what I'm going to do on Monday. I know what I'm going to do on Tuesday. This is the time. Then you're going to feel better and you're going to be in control.
Yeah.
So guys, that's kind of it. That's what we wanted to start off as a kickoff call to welcome you here. I hope everybody does their introductions today so that we get to know you. And like Becky said, the ball is, in your court. You have to take action, guys. We want this, but we can't want it more than you do. So with that being said, we'll end the call with this. If you have any questions, like Becky said, put them, engage, tag us. In the meantime, you will get your assignments. She'll check in with you at night. And on Friday, then we'll be able to do our calls. So we'll see you on Friday.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're really excited to work with you this month. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Bye, guys.